Imagine stepping outside on a clear night. You look up, expecting the familiar twinkle of stars. But tonight is different. A vast luminous band stretches across the sky. It's not the Milky Way. It's something closer, more intimate. Earth has rings. This isn't science fiction. It's a thought experiment. A chance to explore what would happen if our planet had rings like Saturn. How would they form? How would they change our world? Let's embark on this cosmic journey and uncover the wonders of a ringed Earth. Welcome to Planetary Possibilities. I'm Aria. Before we give Earth rings, let's visit our solar system's ringed marvel, Saturn. These rings aren't solid structures. They're made of countless icy particles, ranging in size from grains of dust to colossal boulders. Each piece is on its own orbit around Saturn, creating a mesmerizing cosmic ballet. These particles are remnants of comets, asteroids, or shattered moons, captured by Saturn's gravity. Their composition, primarily ice, gives the rings their brilliant shine, reflecting sunlight back to our telescopes. Saturn's rings are a testament to the dynamic and often chaotic nature of our universe. Saturn's rings are not just beautiful, they're a scientific playground. They provide insights into gravity, orbital mechanics, and the history of our solar system. Now, let's see how Earth might acquire its own set of dazzling rings. Earth gaining rings isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing a shimmering ring encircling our planet. It wouldn't take a catastrophic event like the one that might have formed Saturn's rings. Instead, it could be a more subtle, yet equally fascinating process. A closer encounter with a large comet or asteroid could do the trick. These celestial wanderers often pass by Earth, and sometimes they come a bit too close for comfort. Picture this. A celestial object ventures too close to Earth, getting caught in our gravitational pull. The gravitational forces at play would be immense. The tidal forces would be immense, tearing the object apart. This disintegration would scatter debris all around our planet. The resulting debris, instead of crashing into Earth, would remain trapped in orbit, forming a ring system. This debris would slowly start to spread out and form a ring. The composition of these rings would depend on the unfortunate celestial visitor. Different materials would create different types of rings. An icy comet would create rings similar to Saturn's, with bright, reflective ice particles that catch the sunlight beautifully, while a rocky asteroid would result in a fainter, dustier ring system. These rings might not be as bright, but they'd still be a sight to behold. The formation of rings would be a slow, drawn-out process. Over time, the debris would gradually settle into a stable orbit. But over thousands of years, the scattered debris would coalesce into a breathtaking ring system, forever changing our view of the heavens. Imagine the awe and wonder such a sight would inspire, transforming our night sky into a celestial masterpiece. Earth's newfound rings wouldn't just be a celestial spectacle. They'd have tangible effects on our planet, starting with the climate. The rings would reflect sunlight away from Earth, potentially lowering global temperatures. The extent of this cooling would depend on the ring's size, density, and orientation. Imagine the rings casting shadows on Earth, creating regions of perpetual twilight. The dynamics of seasons would be disrupted, impacting weather patterns and potentially altering the delicate balance of our ecosystems. Some regions might experience more extreme winters, while others might see shorter growing seasons. Coastal areas, already grappling with rising sea levels, might face new challenges due to altered ocean currents. The ring's influence on our climate would be a subject of intense scientific scrutiny. Our faithful companion, the Moon, wouldn't be too happy about Earth's new accessory. The ring's gravitational pull, though weaker than the Moon's, would still affect Earth's tides. We might experience more complex tidal patterns, with higher highs and lower lows in some regions. Imagine surfers catching waves under the shadow of the rings, or sailors navigating seas influenced by both the Moon and the ring's pull. The rings would add a new layer of complexity to our understanding of tides, requiring us to rewrite our textbooks. The moon's jealousy aside, the rings' influence on tides would be relatively minor compared to their impact on our climate and our view of the cosmos. And that's where our story takes an even more awe-inspiring turn. With rings gracing our skies, stargazing would never be the same. Instead of a blank canvas dotted with stars, we'd have a celestial tapestry woven with rings, shadows, and celestial objects. Imagine the rings, illuminated by the setting sun, casting an ethereal glow on the horizon. The Milky Way, once a faint band across the sky, would now have a celestial rival, vying for our attention. Familiar constellations would be reshaped, with the rings slicing through Orion's belt or obscuring the Big Dipper. Amateur astronomers would have a field day, charting the rings' movements, observing their changing patterns, and discovering new ways to navigate the night sky. But the rings wouldn't just change how we see the stars, they'd also impact how we study them. For professional astronomers, Earth's rings would present both a challenge and an opportunity. These rings, composed of countless particles, would create a dynamic and ever-changing barrier between us and the cosmos. The rings would block our view of certain parts of the universe, making it harder to observe distant galaxies and faint stars. This obstruction could hinder our ability to study celestial phenomena and gather crucial data. Imagine trying to study a distant supernova through the gaps in the rings. The rings would create a complex pattern of light and shadow, making it difficult to get a clear view. However, these very rings could also become a valuable tool for astronomical research. By analyzing the light that passes through and scatters off the rings, scientists could gain insights into the properties of the rings themselves. By studying how the rings scatter light, we could learn more about the composition of the original object that formed them. This could reveal information about the early solar system and the processes that shaped it. They could even act as a giant gravitational lens, magnifying distant objects and giving us a clearer view of the early universe. This natural magnification could help us observe phenomena that would otherwise be too faint or distant to see. The challenges posed by the rings would undoubtedly lead to new technological innovations in telescope design and data analysis. Engineers and scientists would need to develop new methods to overcome the obstacles presented by the rings. We might even see a new generation of space telescopes, strategically positioned to peer through the veil of the rings. These telescopes could be designed to take advantage of the unique properties of the rings, opening up new possibilities for astronomical discovery. The presence of rings would do more than just change our view of the sky. It would fundamentally alter our understanding of the universe. It would shift our perspective on our place in the cosmos, making us realize how interconnected we are with the celestial bodies around us. We're used to thinking of Earth as a unique and special place, a solitary blue dot in the vastness of space. But the rings would serve as a constant reminder that we're part of a larger, more dynamic system, one that is ever-changing and evolving. Imagine explaining to future generations that Earth wasn't always adorned with rings. It would be a fascinating story to tell. It would be a defining moment in our planet's history, a milestone that marks a new era of cosmic awareness. Much like the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs, the appearance of rings would be a humbling reminder of the forces that shape our world. It would remind us of the vastness of space and the incredible power of cosmic forces that are beyond our control. The rings would become a source of inspiration for artists, sparking new forms of creativity and expression. Writers and philosophers would ponder the deeper meanings of our existence, inspired by the ever-present rings in the sky. The rings would spark new ideas about our place in the universe and our responsibility to protect our fragile planet, reminding us of the delicate balance we must maintain. So what if Earth had rings like Saturn? It would be a game changer, impacting everything from our climate to our culture. It would be a visual spectacle, a scientific marvel, and a philosophical enigma all rolled into one. This thought experiment reminds us of the universe's boundless capacity to surprise and amaze us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, Remember to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all planetary possibilities.